Welcome in. How's everybody doing? My name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Hello, welcome to the Friday Live, Card Making Live. Just give me a few minutes to make sure I am connected and in the right places. You never know. Okay, I found myself. We're off to a good start. Hello, welcome to the... Oh no, nobody wants to hear that. Okay. I'm just going to give it a few minutes for my besties to find me, and we can get the show on the road. So I have another One Sheet Wonder for you. This is the month of One Sheet Wonders, and I'm specifically focusing on 6x6 pieces of paper for these layouts, and I do that because when a new catalog or online launches new products, I offer a product share where you take a 12 by 12 packs of paper and you divide them in 4 and package them up, and so everybody shares the cost to get everything. Embellishments, ribbon, paper, you know, all the consumables. Hi, Mom. Hi, Pam. How you guys doing? So that is why we're doing the One Sheet Wonders this month. And I don't know. I feel like the card today, we have done this design before. I like it because I converted it to be a One Sheet Wonder, and you can see both sides of the DSP, which is fun. So when we get started and I flip down, I will show you all the things. How's everybody doing? Hi, Sherry. I know, right? So happy it's Friday. Me too. This felt like a long week, but I got a lot done. Hi, Karen. Hi, Tammy. How are you guys? I got a lot done. I did not go to the post office today, but I will be going tomorrow morning with the Card Making Live packets. And yeah, what do you guys have planned for Memorial Day? Anything fun? Cookouts? What? I don't know. Stuff, you know, stuff. I think on the Strip here in Vegas, it is going to be hopping with tons of tourists coming in. So I'm going to stay as far away from that Strip as humanly possible. I'm a local. We don't go down there. It's just too crazy. So that is that. All right. I think enough of us are on. I'm going to flip down and get started. When people come in, just say hi for me. Okay, here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. And we're down. And we're... Okay, you can open your eyes. We'll see how that is. All right. Okay. So I'm waiting for my stuff to catch up. Just to make sure, because you never know. Oh yeah, there we go. Pretty good. I think I'm going to lower this mount. I'm going to work on this weekend. Okay. I know, right, Karen? Too crowded. Them people got scabies. We don't got no time for that. Unless you are a tourist, in which please go spend money. You know what I'm saying? But for us locals, it's just not about that for us. Okay, so here's the card. We are leaning in heavily to the Wildflower Birthday Paper Pack. We're going to let that pack do the work for us, okay? So I got to pull out a couple things. So this is specialty paper. And the reason that it is specialty and not just designer series is a couple things. One, it has gold metallic embossing. Super pretty. Number two, it has 2 cut apart pages. Here's the back. So one side is a pattern. The other side, you make tags and things out of it. I'm going to show you how to cut this today. So I'm going to set that to the side. You can see I already cut one of them so that I could get a piece for that card. And then here's some of the DSP. We're going to use a piece of this for our 6x6. But look at the birthday cake, another pattern on the back, super pretty. So in each of these packs, you get 2 sheets of each of the designs. And it's going to have a pattern on one side and then the gold foil on the other. So pretty. I'm obsessed with the color. And this probably isn't a full pack, but you can go online and look at all the designs if you would like. But there is another part to this to make it special. And what that is you get 2 of these pre-cut image pages as well that has gold foiling. So your focal points for all your birthday cards right there. Now, this does come as part of a suite, and there is a stamp set and a coordinating die set and ribbon and party dots and all the good stuff. So you can go online and look that up. Just put Wildflower Birthday in and it should come up for you. But today I wanted to mix it up a bit. So we're going to use this paper. Hi, Terry. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? I don't know if I saw you on earlier or not, Miss Cheryl. So, hello. All right, here we go. So we are going to play with the Sweet Jar stamp set and coordinating punch builder. Super cute. Just, you know, add another element into our card today. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take that cut apart. Now, some of you may not need this and others of you might. So we're just going to, focus on some basics just for those that need it. When you have a cut apart like this, my one rule, whether you're doing one sheet wonders or a cut apart page or anything, is I don't like to stop in the middle of things, right? So if I'm going to cut, I'm going to line it up. I don't want to start here because I'm going to have to stop and change direction with my blade. So here's how I do it. And most cut aparts are going to have this feature. When you look at it, find the lines that go straight through. So you can make one straight cut from start to finish through your paper. Use your cut canal to line up that sheet so that you're on where you want to be cutting, and then pull it through. See that? Now you could turn it like this, and you can line up, and you can just cut all those tags out perfectly, okay? Now, we're going to go to the next piece. What is the next line? You're not going to want to go this way because you're going to come into parts that you don't want to cut. So we're going to cut this way, right? And you just look for the straight lines through the paper. Line up with your canal and go straight through. Now I want this piece right here. So I'm going to go ahead again. I'm going to go for the straight line first. Make sure your paper is resting on that lip so that you know you're straight. okay? Like that. Now I'll set these aside to cut for later. I don't need those. But I need this piece, so we're gonna turn it sideways and repeat the process. And bada bing, bada boom, there you go. You have the piece you need. You didn't have any faux pas. You're good to go. Now, I do not need the whole sheet because it is wider than my card. So I'm going to trim this down a bit. Now, for this one, let me eyeball it. I think I did about 3 inches. Doesn't have to be exact, but 3, 3 1/4. You're just going to cut it. I just wanted those pretty balloons and an area to be able to stamp my sentiment, okay? So I did that. So that piece is ready. Now, we're going to cut our 6x6 piece of DSP. Doesn't matter which side, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off the bottom. Straight through. Set that aside. Now I'm going to turn my paper and I'm going to cut 2 strips 1 inch thick. Okay, so that would make those 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then what we have left is this panel, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And we're going to use that for the front of our card. Now you can put that aside. And I'm going to pull in the other pieces. Okay, now for this card base, you're going to use a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 square of paper. You can use any paper pack you have, just coordinate your card base color with your DSP. I'm using Pool Party because it goes with my stuff. And then you're going to want to score this, just making sure, 1 inch. And we can go ahead and fold that. Now I know you're like, this is a card base. Yes, this is the card base. And the reason why is we are going to use this panel as the front cover. And the cool thing about it is, then we'll use the 1 inch strips like that to bind it. Then we open it up and we put the other one on the inside, right? So you're seeing both sides of that paper. Do you have our trimmer, Tammy? Because I'm telling you, they're not all built the same. But also make sure that before you cut, you're resting it flush on like your edge and hold it in place. So those are some tips just to get you, see if that helps. Now one thing with this card, it is an A2, but it's about 1/4 of an inch short. If that drives you crazy, you could make this a 5 1/2 by 5 1/2, do the same process, right? But when you start your one sheet wonder, you're going to want to cut a 1/2 inch strip off the bottom. If it bothers you, if you want to keep it at 5 1/2. If it doesn't bother you, it'll fit in the envelope just fine. You do you, boo. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, I want this to be like that. On this one, it looks great, but when I flip it, this to me looks upside down. it doesn't matter, but it just drove me crazy. So I want to make sure when I did this one, I had my pattern the way I liked it. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your thing. So I'm just going to put, hold on, get this going. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little something. And it could be the user, guys. But this Stampin' Seal is not, it's hard for me to use. Does anyone else feel that way? Like once I get it started, it's okay, but it tends to gum up. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but it's the truth. What are you gonna do? I would never lie to you, besties. It's okay. It's just not favorite. Okay, why can't I line this up? There we go. Okay. Now I know I have some adhesive there. It's okay though. It's okay because I'm going to put this over here. So you got your cover on there now. And this DSP is pretty sturdy, you know? And we're going to be layering on it. So I didn't feel like it was flimsy or anything, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So what I did, now if you don't like to, you could leave it like that. You could. I like to put the paper there. Make it a little fancy. But on yours, you do you, boo. You do you. Now if you can, put it a little bit inward. Give yourself a little bit of room there because see how the card pops up? Ooh, throwing stuff. You want to really crease it down to get it to lay flat. And I flip it over, I do the other side. You're basically just breaking down those fibers so it lays flatter. Okay, let's do some stamping and stuff. So we have our insert. And for your insert, if you do my layout, you're going to want to do this at 5 by 4. Usually it's 5 1/4 by 4, but we cut a 1/4 of an inch off. Now I have some scrap paper here. And we're going to bring in our stamp set. Now there is no right or wrong. I could have done with this stamp set, I'm doing a birthday thing, so I could have done the candles, but I just couldn't wrap my head around why would you have lit candles in a jar? Does anyone else feel that way? Like I just thought it was kind of weird. It's cute, it's okay, but just in my brain it didn't make sense. So I was like, You know what I mean? Just, not sure about that. But hey, if you like to put lit candles in a jar and close it up, you go for it. You do you, boo. It just didn't compute. So we're going to do cookies. Or you could just make the jar and use like the cupcake or something from the cut apart pack. That would work too. So I'm going to put my cookies with some crumb cake. I just got my fingers in the ink. How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing, by the way? I think I did ask that. I mean, like, how was your week? Are you thriving? Did you get a whole bunch done? Do you need a break? What's happening? I feel like we haven't talked. Okay, so we have our cookies. And now I need my chips. Bring this in. I'm gonna put some little chips on these cookies. Okay. So you're just gonna kind of eyeball it and line up as best you can. Right over your cookies. Boom, look at that. Chips Ahoy, here we come. Okay. Now, let's do our jar. I was thinking this would be really cute to stamp out and then stamp another piece in clear acetate and put it over it like it's an actual glass jar. I did not do that tonight, but it is in our future, I'm sure. Okay, so I kind of just eyeball it the best you can. Isn't that cute? The cookies are in the jar now, guys. We've accomplished something. Okay, now I'm going to take the punch and I'm going to line it up. When you use your punches, make sure you're looking at the punch window. If you punch it like this, you don't know what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, good luck, everybody else. But if you look in the window, you can line up your stamped image, boop, and pop it out. Now, I want to coordinate my lid with my jar, so I'm not going to use this piece. But if I can find it, yes. We have this piece that we cut off of here, and I want to use some of that. Where did I put the punch now? Jesus. Jesus Louises, guys. I am a mess. All right. So we have to be precise. Let me see. I'm going to kind of... Do I want it there? However I did it last time, I had like... Let's see if I like that one. Yeah, it's cute, right? It's got a little gold on the tip. Perfect. I know, I'm so smart. So there we go. We have our jar. Now we're going to do our stamping. And then we'll put this card together because it is that easy tonight, guys. That easy, my friends. If I could find anything, I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. Okay, so on this piece, we're going to stamp our little sentiment. And we're going to do it in two-tone. Goes that way. So I'm going to start with the black. Seriously. I don't know what the heck's wrong with. Oh, you know why? I'm wearing my glasses. I don't wear my glasses for close-up, so it's messing with my brain. I'm going to blame that. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put sending a little blank your way. Okay. Now, they have luck, party, love. We're going to do party. And we can change up the color, which I like. I'm going to do some pink. Just kind of eyeball it. Ugh, it's not great. We're not going to talk about it. Don't talk about it. My last one was perfect. I'll use that for the photo. We just won't talk about it, guys. It's not bad. It's just not great. It could have been down further. What are you going to do? It's Friday. Oh, wait, I have one more stamp. I want to do happy birthday on the inside. Get that done. Okay. Done. Done-a-doony. Okay, so now with this extra piece, I'm going to glue it on the bottom and then trim it. Do you guys hear Kirby? He is so funny. Everybody was asleep this afternoon and he decided he wanted to wrestle. It's his new favorite thing. So I was acting like I was a monster, you know, and I was like, argh, you know, and he's the weirdest cat though. He like flips his head on the table and he's like, I was like, really? Is this brain damage? What's wrong with you, cat? I guess that's the way Jack trained him. Or maybe it's because Jack puts them like that when they wrestle. I don't know. It's very weird. So this is the only piece of that 6x6 that you would have left. Be creative with it or let it go. That is up to you. I'm okay with letting it go. Okay, here we are. We have all our pieces. And now we just have to put it together. Put this on the inside. Okay, and then the outside. I'm going to put this on first. Isn't this paper pretty? I'm obsessed. Okay, and we're gonna put our little, you could pop this up if you wanted or just glue it down. Our little cookie jar there, gotta have some treats at the party. And then we have some cut aparts in that paper pack. So I'm just going to put a little cupcake on the inside. But I could totally see you doing any occasion, any paper. Just make sure that whatever paper you choose, you like both sides. You know? Because if you're like, oh, I like this side, but I don't really like that side, this isn't the paper to do with this technique then. All right, and the last thing we have to do for our quick and easy card is just put some party dots on. What do you guys think? Super cute? Are you obsessed with this set? What's everybody doing in the comments? Let me catch up. Very cute, Cheryl says. Yep, you could make it into a gift. Yeah, you could totally do that. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, you got your craft table cleaned up, Sherry. That in itself is amazeballs. I actually, let me flip up. We'll chit chat. All right, there we go. We had our in-person last Saturday, and when I tell you, it looks like a bomb went off in here. It looked like a bomb went off. Like I kept the door shut. I was embarrassed. But, you know, sometimes that happens. I had too many things going on, and I had so much product from product shares, t-shirts, bingo gifts. Everything was like here. It was all here. So it's just crazy. So after the in-person, I really took time to like organize, put things back, package things up, get them out the door, and I can breathe again, guys. I can find stuff. I had one of the besties come over today, and I was actually able to like go over and find something and show her, and it was amazeballs. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens. Do you guys hear that? My husband is pounding our pork steaks, so he doesn't care that I'm filming. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, I have to say that this paper pack, the colors are just chef's kiss. I love Pool Party. I love that. Well, you can kind of tell. I'm a blue girly. But just something about it, it's fun. You know, the pastels and all the different colors, and it definitely screams party. I know when I start talking, he's going to start banging again. No, so other than that, we're going to be, just, you know, doing our thing over here. Next week, I'm not sure what it's going to look like. We have people coming into town, and I haven't wrapped my brain around my schedule yet, but we will have 2 card making lives. I don't know the days yet. We'll definitely do it Friday, but I don't know the other date. I will post it, as always, I post on Monday. And yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed Memorial Day. Tell all those soldiers and veterans in your life, thank you, and honor those we have lost. So that is it. I will see you in the comments. Bye, guys.